got started like this, son. Rolling with this one and that one. Pulling.
Now to the good part.
Hi everyone and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is game 3 of the NBA Cup, a final group stage contest. Here with Grant Hill, Doris Burke, and Ali LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining us at the broadcast table tonight, our very special guest, Shams Charania. Great to have you with us, Shams.
Great to be here, BA. Great to be here with you guys. I very much look forward to this.
We'll see if you say that when you're done with us here. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for LaMelo Ball.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Now, New York starting 5. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Houston in at the shooting guard. And for the Hornets, Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Ball, and it's Jones in at the 2. Here we go. It'll be the Hornets off the tip. Brunson against Ball. Pass to Knipple. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Bang, bang, as they say. Knipple with the quick release off the catch.
And here's Anunoby. Fires from deep. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Knipple. And stolen by Brunson. They're running. Here's Towns. Yep, count it.
Boy, for a man his size, Towns does a sensational job running the floor.
And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
Here's Brunson. Deflected. Ball against Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Really left him alone that time.
LaMelo Ball shot ready.
Yo, come on, guys. Come on, man. Damn. Go Knicks.
For New York, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot, that's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Brian, back to you.
As always, Ali, we thank you. Brunson taking his time here. Towns passes to Houston. Down low. Here's Anunoby. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
Pass to Knipple. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Basket counts.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
And Brunson, here we go. And they pick up 2. Brunson's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Folks, that is about Jalen Brunson's craftiness there. His footwork, the ability to be elusive.
Ball no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
And there's Brunson. That
Bang,
one's
bang,
good.
baby.
On the assist from Hart. Brunson's got 6.
Yeah, there's such a smoothness to his game. What a soft finger roll.
There's Ball with a 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Charlotte making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Mikal Bridges checked in for Anunoby. New York trailing. Inside, here's Houston. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his third assist of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
There's Ball with a three. Ball with another miss. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Houston. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple.
Nice.
Houston's got his third bucket of the night.
Boy, Mikal just adding value to your team when he's keeping his head on a swivel like that.
Here's Knipple. He's guarded by Bridges. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Damn.
6 points for him.
And this night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And defenses prepare for Brunson's foul-drawing tactics, but they still can't do anything about it.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it
that's
hard
my
for
fault.
the
That was my
interior
fault.
defense.
Good on the second one.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
Pass to Diabate. Here's Knipple. He's got 5. The shot by Diabate, no good. Outside Hart. Brunson up top. Here's Houston. It's stolen away.
Damn. Too many passes. I'll do too
Here's
many
Knipple.
passes.
He's covered by Hart. To the paint. And he makes
Damn,
no
that was nice.
mistake. Slam.
That was nice.
He's showing off his eye for finding open teammates. Knipple is no selfish rookie.
New York has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Three-pointer, Bridges. Diabate grabs the board. The Hornets have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Jones with the ball, and it's Brunson picking him up. Jones' shot is good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Brunson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 9 points. Charlotte trailing. And timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Brandon Miller's checked in for Jones. McBride, he's checked in for New York. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Detroit, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Seeing where the Knicks are, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
Pass to Diabate. We've got 1:55 left in the first. The 3 from Ball. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here
Damn,
tonight.
man.
They push it up 4 on 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. The quick look, no good that time.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
1 minute left to play in the first. Pass to Miller. And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Shoots from the right block, and that one's good. Brunson's got 11 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Ball. Give him 8 points now.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Damn, my fault. That right there was my fault.
Miller, great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 2.
Yeah, just a great feel by Miller. Getting in there for the board and putting it right back up.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
A step back shot. The shot, no good. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking along. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And the Knicks shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. So on the floor for New York, we've got Jeremy Sohan. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. Miles McBride is out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Houston in at the 2 guard. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Hornets. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team. White looking it over. Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 3. Fires the 3. The rebound by Diawara. Pass to McBride from deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Outside White. To the inside. The kick out to Williams. And it's off from 3-point range.
And lockdown defense against one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Ooh.
Here's Houston. Another one falls for New York.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Outside White. Pass to Jones.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
That was.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
My guy got beat. And I fouled him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. Miles Bridges checked in for Charlotte. And the Knicks making a change here as well. And Anunoby's checked in. That one's no good. Knicks leading by 4. Pass to Bridges. Launches a 3. The rebound by Bridges.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Bridges against Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, Miles Bridges up in the air above the rim. That is a show. Look out below.
A nice shot by McBride. McBride's got 5 now.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Miller on the wing. Oh, Robinson.
Get out of
with a
here.
block.
Get that out of here.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
Houston can't
Oh,
hit.
come on,
The
Allen.
defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Oh, stopping him there.
Damn.
Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Hornets making a change here. Ball's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. That's good from Bridges.
Guys, what we've come to learn about Miles Bridges is this guy is a force on the offensive end. Whether he's inside or outside, you know he's going to be aggressive trying to put the ball in the basket.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, these teams have been outstanding at creating offense through their defense. New York, 4th.
They anticipate well defensively, force a lot of mistakes, and quickly turn defense into offense.
Oh, yes. Hells yes.
The Knicks with the lead. Outside McBride. Anunoby for 3.
Open.
The Knicks rebound. Towns owning it inside.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Miller outside. Nice passing by Charlotte here. Williams a screen on Bridges. Pass the ball. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte no good that time either.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Left side Anunoby takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And it's a 6-point New York lead.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
Ball outside. Nice move. Ball in the paint.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
Down low. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. The 3 from Ball. That doesn't go either for Ball.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
And the rebound goes
Oh,
to the
come on,
Hornets.
Towns. Damn.
Bridges passes to Miller. The shake. And it's good on the lay-in. And that's now 6 points for Brandon Miller.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Bridges passes to McBride. Out to the wing. Bridges against Bridges. Towns outside. New York needs to get off a shot here. McBride can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 4. Good chance here for Ball. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So for the Hornets, Diabate comes in for Williams, and Knippel subbed in for Jones. And the Knicks making a change here. Knicks leading by 4. Left side Brunson. Bridges outside. It's Shamet on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall.
Nice.
Shamet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
This one for 3. Miller can't get it to go.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered
messed
that
up.
shot, and
My
most
fault,
of the
Towns.
time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. 9-point game. Pass to Bridges. To the paint. Ooh, Robinson with a block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
And here's the upcoming schedule for the New York Knicks. On Friday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors.
And looking at the Boston matchup, it's going to be a good challenge for them. Even though they expect to win, it could probably go either way, depending on how well they play.
The first free throw is good.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
Bridges hits them both.
This guy's such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
And he lobs it up top. Out to Bridges. Pass to Ball. And here's Knipple from the arc. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Well, we know you got to get going, but thanks, Shams. As always, it's been fun and informative, my friend.
DA, no problem. Always glad to join, but I gotta go. I gotta get to this news right now.
Man's got things to do.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you guys.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you. And timeout called by Charles Lee. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And always fun to see which players have been the deadliest from three-point range. And you look at Shamet, he is downright lethal from distance, ranking first in the league in three-point percentage.
He's a shooter that defenses 100% have to go out and guard.
There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Ball outside. To end the run. Back to Bridges. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. Brunson passes to Shamet. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Atlanta.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
It's Bridges on the wing. Three-pointer, no good.
Damn.
With 4 on the clock, and the dunk by Jones.
That's my fault.
Just love the
Overplayed it.
unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And so that's the end of the first half. Knicks out in front, up by 9. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to the center court and get ready for the fan at courtside. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the side.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset here. I'm going the other way. I think they take care of business. Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Knicks.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game. He's been everywhere.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender, because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
Let's go to the sideline. We've got something on OG Anunoby. Allie, what'd you learn?
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with New York's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Although it takes a while to completely recover from this injury, he's been given the thumbs up from the training staff to play through it.
He just came back from injury. Got injured again?
Allie, thanks for the report. Unfortunately, that's not the news fans were hoping for.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
Take a break.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
We've got ball. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Jones in at the 2 spot. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Well, Jalen Brunson plays bigger than his size. He's aggressive. He's going to go right at defenders. He doesn't care if you're bigger than he is. He will keep coming at you.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Hart passes to Houston. The kick out to Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. And here's Hart. Puts up a 3. Ball with the rebound. Here's Knipple. Anunoby covering. Charlotte again missing.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
Towns.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
And the Knicks with the possession here. Here's Brunson. Oh, taking it to him, Jalen Brunson.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And there's the lob. It's stolen by Hart. To the middle. Here's Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Hornets trail by 17. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Knicks. It's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And of course the Charlotte Hornets, well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation. Here's Knipple, Anunoby covering. Ball against Brunson, and Ball throws it down.
Well, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
Brunson passes to Houston. Hard against Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
What's amazing about OG Anunoby, this guy one of the best wing defenders in the league. You almost have to game plan for what he brings defensively.
Both good from the line that time. And it's Jones with the ball for the Hornets. Trailing by 17. Hart pulls it in.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Back to Jones. Pass to Knipple. Beyond the arc. The Knicks with the rebound.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
A knockdown shooter if I ever saw one. Knipple is a constant threat on the perimeter, Grant.
Yeah, Knipple is a high-level floor spacer. He has a great feel for the game and makes solid reads. Plus, his strong frame allows him to match up with bigger wings.
And he gets it to go. Brunson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Ball with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Ball no good.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Now here's Towns. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
I just love the ball movement.
The Hornets have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Pass to Knipple. A shot to stop the run. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. New York leading by 20. Here's Brunson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Shooting 1.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
The Hornets have gone cold here in this third quarter, just 3 of 9. And timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
All right, let's take a glance at the rookies with the hot hand over the past 10 games. The 4th spot held by Knipple.
All right.
Outside Jones. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Towns passes to Houston. Over Jones. Houston gets the bucket. Houston's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Now here's Jones. He's got 5. Back to Ball. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Towns has got 16 points.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Pass to Diabate. Here's Jones. And that time also a missed shot. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Bridges. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Oh, my fault.
Here's Diabate. There's Ball with a 3. Fires in the triple. He's got 17.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Here's Towns. Pass to Bridges.
Oh, I messed up. Hit the wrong button.
Here's Knippel. He's guarded by Bridges. Now here's Jones. Inside. Here's Knippel. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Knippel doesn't lack the attacking mindset. He'll get to the 10 if the space is there.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And some changes here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Porty comes in for Hart, and it's McBride in for Jalen Brunson. And for the Knicks, they're shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch. Pass to Porty. Here's Bridges. Shoots over Miller. Here's Porty. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Charlotte is shooting just 36% in the third. White, the pass to Jones. From 13, it's hauled in by Robinson.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Miller. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And the dunk by Jones.
Wow, credit Miller's defense right there. He initiates it and ignites the break.
Outside McBride. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Houston gets the bucket.
Nice.
Houston's got 9 points now in the second half.
LA Houston, baby.
And here's White. Launches it from deep. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's New York with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So on the floor for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's McBride in at the point guard position. Here's White. Ooh, Robinson with a block. Outside McBride to the middle. Here's Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
The problem is the defense has now allowed Karl Anthony Towns to establish the rhythm. Now you've got to double him or get it out of his hands because he's cooking right now.
Ball taking his time here. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
McBride can't get it to go.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Pass to Diabate.
I'm my fault. I'm for that.
Nice jam.
That's my fault.
The one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Ball passes to Miller. And Bridges, here we go. Robinson with a steal. Bridges misses.
I'll tell you, this
Bridges,
is not a
man.
game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Robinson with a steal. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Here's McBride. Hornets with the rebound.
Damn.
It's tipped. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Puts it up. A nice shot by McBride.
You love to see Karl Anthony Towns with the great decision-making. Passes up a scoring opportunity to find a teammate.
Ball passes to Bridges. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into two? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. So both teams making some changes here. The Hornets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, you know that Bridges is good for a few threes most games. This guy is very confident out there.
Sohan outside from behind the arc. Hornets with the rebound. Pass to Knippel. And here's White. Driving in. Here's Knippel. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam.
Nice block. Mitchell Robinson with the block.
Bridges with it, and McBride picks him up defensively. Just 4 to shoot. Bridges misses. New York has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. And it's in there.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. And to encourage more mid-range and post play, some have suggested moving the three-point line outward.
I do not like this idea, BA. You can't move the corner any further back. How many sideline violations do we already have? Let the game play as is.
Shamet, and the shot goes. Shamet's gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Bridges outside. On the take, throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Mikal Bridges. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, BA. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
The free throw is off from Bridges. Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
BA, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Now White. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Shamet, no good. The Hornets have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Bridges on the double. Outside White.
Almost had to steal, almost.
He shoots. And it's New York with a rebound. Pass to Shamet. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Now here's White. McBride covers. Steps back. Here's Knipple for 3. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
The Knicks have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Pass to Shamet. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Shamet's got 9 points now in the second half.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And one thing I love about White's game, he scores on all 3 levels. He is not afraid at all to go inside.
Yep, that one's good.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Knicks.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And what a huge performance it was. Whoa!
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bridges. Here's Knipple. Back to Bridges. That's good from Knipple on the assist by Bridges.
And that's a big make for Knipple's confidence. As the rookie develops, he'll have to prove he has that inside game.
White with a steal. Now the Hornets moving it up. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Pass to Jones. Now Bridges. Down low. From 8 feet. The shot no good. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. And they picked up their second win in the group stage of the NBA Cup.
Well, that moves them to 2-1 during group play. And by avoiding that second loss, they put themselves in a good position to advance to the next round.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And now, time for our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, we completely shut him down. But Brunson had 22. Allie Houston, 8 for 9. 3 for 3 with 3-point range. Damn, Allie Houston's balling. Leonard Shamet, 19 points off the bench. 3 for 3 from 3-point range. 8 for 10 from the field. Towns, 8-19. But Mitchell Robinson, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 4 blocks. You're doing good on D, man. Hey, I'm going to be switching games right quick. I'll be right back.